Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Mercy. So today we will be looking at what Arise News team have to say about BBC documentary concerning TB Joshua. I love everything they said here. They were unbiased. So if you don't know, according to Oji, Ayo is a pastor. And I love everything Rufai said here about, it is high time for Synagogue Church of All Nations to start investigating BBC documentary. Because for me, that is the height of it. BBC cannot just come out and, lay all those accusations against TB Joshua. And then Synagogue Church of All Nations will just relax. They'll just come out and say what they know about TB Joshua. For me, that is not enough. They really need to do thoroughly investigation. Because at the end of the day, they're supposed to sue BBC for defamation. So it's high time for Synagogue Church of All Nations to join hands together to make sure that this investigation is successful, so that the world will know the truth. You guys know that it's not everyone that is this spiritual that will understand the things of God. People really need to see the evidence before they will believe. So for me, I support what Rufai said here, for them to carry out investigation so that everyone will know what is true. Just as I said before, that is not everyone is this spiritual minded. Some people really need to see the evidence before they will believe. So for me, I support what Rufai said here, as well as the rest of them, because they were unbiased. So let's just listen to them. I will be right back.
The three-part BBC Eye documentary, which revealed testimonies from dozens of alleged survivors of atrocities and sex crimes linked to late Pastor TB Joshua of the Synagogue Church of All Nations, has come under questioning after a disciple of the church, Joseph David, shared footage of Ajoke, who claimed to be the biological daughter of the late pastor. The footage showed the moment a baby said to be Ajoke was discovered, as well as police reports detailing that Ajoke chose to run away from the church with a male friend, contrary to her claims in the documentary titled TB Disciples, The Cult of TB Joshua.
Daddy has been trying a lot of scandal, a lot of bad reports from the school. I'm surprised.
I pay huge money, on $50,000. And at the time I withdraw her, I first withdraw her. They say they cannot return the money. I say, I overlook. I return her again. They say I should pay another money, $40,000 wasted. They say I should pay another money. I pay $30,000. Now I withdraw her again. I say,
All right, here we are seeing TB Joshua in a different light. We did take that documentary about a week ago, highlighting those atrocities that were, revealed by those women, alleged atrocities. And now we are seeing that, Ajoke may have run away. We saw those police documents and all of that. You are a member of SCOAN, Vimbai. Please share with us some of your experience.
Right. Well, without, obviously this is not an official take. This is my personal take on this. I reiterate that it's unfortunate that the man himself isn't alive to be able to speak for himself. However, if he were, this isn't the first time he's had allegations of this nature, and he always chose to remain silent. However, I do appreciate, and I think many people do appreciate at this point, the fact that he was committed to documenting everything. Every little thing, every little meeting, every encounter was documented. So it's good to see that this has surfaced, and we do hope that more of these videos of this nature or any other documentation or evidence that can balance the narrative that's out there can surface, so that people can be in a position to make an informed decision that considers all parties involved.
Absolutely. Rufai.
So, like I've constantly called for an independent inquiry into all of this allegation of what has happened. I'm happy about this document, but we also need to get an independent inquiry that takes what the people have said against TB Joshua, which is very sad, like you said, Mumbai is not here. you know, to defend himself. And the facts of the matter he has, as regards every case, and look at them, if possible, forensically evaluate them and scrutinize them, and give us a report so that we can run off with a more informed opinion about this. Because in a circumstance where this one has a narrative, the other one has a narrative, there must be an overriding narrative which can only be done by an independent inquest into all of this that has happened. Also because of his own legacy, also because society also needs to know the truth about this matter. So this is what to come. I don't want this to end here. I also want them to bring out all the documents as regards the other allegations that were made in that documentary. This is just one out of so many. And let us see. That's just what I call for, an independent inquiry into all of this.
Absolutely. Our Pastor Ayo, a quick word from you on this.
I totally align with that. I mentioned earlier on,
yes.
I do think that whilst it's important, and I'm glad that the church, the synagogue has started to speak out, it's important that we get all sides of the story. I must say, though, one of the things I picked out from that video, because I watched the entire video,
yes.
was I also feel that, and I know that it's not just, it also raises questions around adoption on the side, because what that video was proving was that she wasn't his biological daughter, but his adopted daughter, who obviously was a rebel. She was accused of stealing, and he was showing and reporting that. And I didn't quite like the fact that it made it seem as if an adopted child was not a real child. And I say that because recently the Pope also said something about surrogacy. And I think that as leaders, especially religious leaders, we have to be, in the way that we speak about these things, it's a very sensitive matter because it doesn't paint it in a good light. One of the statements that was even made was that, oh, she's not his blood, so we can see why this would happen. But on the other side, she was adopted at a young age, so nature versus nurture. She
yes.
was nurtured by him. So I just thought that was the softer side of that particular video, that as leaders, we must begin to speak. Thankfully, that video was a very old video, so I want to assume that maybe his views have changed or views have changed around that. But in pointing that out, adoption is a good thing.
Yes.
There are adoption stories that have been very good. Not all of them, as they made some people were commenting, oh, you see, at the end of the day, if your blood is not your blood, she will turn against you. So I think it's really important to make that case. Adoption
yes.
is a good thing, and it's, you know, it should be supported.
Yes, now that we have highlighted the story, I think also it's important to hear Ajoke speak again after these revelations.
I love what Ayo said here when it comes to adoption in Nigeria. Moreover, while people are digging deep about Ajoke's case, is because in that BBC documentary, they clearly said it that Ajoke is biological daughter of TB Joshua. Before Synagogue Church of All Nations released this, video that showed that Ajoke is adopted daughter of TB Joshua, and that raised a lot of eyebrows. People said, okay, if this particular allegation is false, which means the rest of the things they said against TB Joshua might be untrue. So for this particular one, that's why Nigerians, people are requesting for Ajoke to do DNA tests so that they will know whether Ajoke is biological daughter of TB Joshua. I think it's high time for them to do that DNA so that God will know what to believe. But for me, in that video Synagogue Church of All Nations released, and TB Joshua himself said it, that Ajoke is not his biological daughter. She was adopted. For me, that one really, give like a question mark to the rest of BBC documentary. Yes, if you ask me. And also, I love, how Synagogue Church of All Nations, the disciple, prophet, and all the rest, they are coming out to say their own side of stories. Yeah, that one is also good. They need to do deep investigation about this matter, because BBC, they are not supposed to go scot-free. If this allegation against TB Joshua are false, I believe that Synagogue Church of All Nations will not allow BBC to go scot-free. So that is just my opinion, my people. I would love you guys to leave your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about what Arise team said about this BBC documentary concerning TB Joshua? And if today is your first time here, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video as well. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye-bye for now.